See if we can spot this clown. Is that him? I think that's him. Nope. Close.
All right, so here we are in the Tesla.
Yep.
So, dude, quick question. Am I going to be pushing this car at some point in this trip because we're going to run out of juice?
Never.
You sure?
Now there is a phenomenon
Okay.
which is legit called range anxiety.
Okay, so already there's an issue with the car, right?
Well, just a mindset issue of like, am I going to run out?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a real thing. I
Yeah.
do feel that.
Yeah, you know who doesn't feel that?
Idiots like you that go to gas stations every other day.
Yeah, well, there's
Take through the nose.
there's gas stations everywhere.
Yep.
We get gas and we have no anxiety about it.
No, just a huge bill.
Right.
So I drive right by those gas stations.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what?
Yeah,
Let's
that's enough out of you.
Let's just break it down.
All right, yeah.
Let's race.
Okay, well, it's getting this
Getting
should
weird?
be, yeah, this shouldn't be on the video. Okay.
It's on?
It's on.
All right.
You don't believe me?
No, I just
I can triple
I
check.
feel like we're risking it. Good?
We're good.
All right.
It's a lot of work, man.
Well, when you get rid of your producer, it gets dicey. Yeah, it gets harder. If you will. Yeah.
Even worse when you get rid of two of them.
Yeah. I think
Listen, we just need to own up to what happened and move on. And just kind of build trust again.
You think they're ready? You think?
No choice.
Okay. All right, guys. So we have to.
We forgot to clap.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you?
We have to. I mean, you went from really letting me do the clap to not like being a real stickler about not letting me have it. It's weird.
Do you want it?
I mean, not now,
'Kay.
because I feel like
We got business to take care of here.
I want you to want me to have it. I don't want to force it. You know what I mean?
You want
Bottles back, huh?
You want to be pursued. I get it. Bottles back
Yeah.
by popular demand, by the way.
Now, let me ask you something. Because we're in Studio B again,
Yes.
is that in the shot, the wide shot?
It might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey, we got to move on here.
Okay, yeah. So listen,
Something
guys,
came up.
We want to apologize. We just have to. We're going to come clean.
Yeah. End of last episode.
In the last episode, we
little mix up.
long story short, Miguel is Howie. Howie's Miguel.
We're not all that we say we are.
Okay.
Would you, I mean, so we wanted you to think,
We're liars.
no, I would not say that. We wanted you to think that we were a bigger deal than maybe we are. And the truth is,
Yeah.
It was the same producer, and it all came out in that stunning moment
Yeah.
when he forgot that we had switched his character. And so he
Yeah.
outed us, really.
Yeah. I mean, and if you're watching this episode as your first one,
Yeah.
go back and watch the last one,
Yeah.
and you'll see what we're talking about.
And you'll
Yeah.
notice we have no producer today because we did find
Yeah.
both of them,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, they're both gone. So just a little housekeeping at the top of the show here. Let you guys in on what's happening.
Yeah,
here.
and
So,
I think every once in a while, someone loses a grip and you have to make a tough call.
yeah, I mean, I've lost it plenty of times here. I mean, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you did for sure, just with your attire. Usually when you come in here,
what, the Rangers jersey?
I mean, any of them, any of
Yeah.
the episodes.
Let's move on. What's next?
All right.
This is a guided episode. Remember, we have an agenda.
Yeah. Well, I do want to congratulate you.
Why?
And man, I've never been this close to it.
To the
And
bottle.
I hate.
You can feel
I
it.
hate it more. I hate
You
it
can
more.
probably feel it misting.
I can smell the fruit from whatever that
It's
powder
like a
is.
geyser. Old Yeller, just sitting here.
Stop doing that with your hand. So yeah, congratulations, new car.
Yeah, thanks so much, man.
You
you were actually
are-
a huge negative voice in my life when I got the car.
Well,
Lots of resistance. You sent me lots of articles.
yeah. Well, I do that for the joy of knowing knowing to myself that as
you're
you
jealous.
that as you open it, your intestines are starting to twist up.
Yeah.
I take a lot of joy in that. So
Yeah. So for those who don't know, did you already say what I got?
no, I didn't.
Okay. Do you want to reveal?
Well, it's your car, so I don't want to steal your thunder.
Yeah. So I got a Tesla. No big deal.
Yeah.
You know, I think, again, we've tried to make ourselves seem bigger here at the podcast. This is not also a way to feel larger than life. Tesla is an everyday person's car these days.
Yeah.
So it used to be only the rich, only the elite, right? Performers had them, but now normal people.
Yeah. Now
them.
everyday normal aliens drive Teslas. It's no
Like
big
me.
deal. Yeah. Yeah. I actually do. I don't have an issue with electric cars per se. I think my issue
Sounds
comes in
very open-minded so far.
because my issue comes into play when we are relegating ourselves to one specific form of energy. When if we are open to utilizing all of them, not only do you have less of a burden in one way or the other, but you have a lot of options. Because to be honest with you, driving in the car with you yesterday, I thought at some point we were going to have to get out and start pushing. Just
It's called range anxiety.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you're worried we're going to run out. It's a scarcity mindset.
well, because I'm looking at the thing. It was at 12 miles, and we had like 50 to go to get to your house.
You're lying again, dude. This episode is a wash. What's wrong with you?
It's called an exaggeration because that's what makes something funny.
You're trying to teach me about comedy right now in the middle of a podcast?
But anyway, it's an awesome car. It looks great. We
Yeah.
got a photo of it. We'll
We
throw it
can
up
maybe
there.
show that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It did change your personality though, just FYI.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
That's what you sign up for when you get a Tesla.
Yeah.
You become AI.
So we just pulled up to Target, right?
Yeah.
All right. Is there a reason why you parked all the way down here?
Just for a buffer.
Okay.
Lots of animals around here. Okay.
Here's
you were
here's
out cold.
something I'd like to point out.
Okay.
Anytime my car comes up, you go into this diatribe about fossil fuels and the importance of drill, baby, drill.
Yeah.
Just because I'm using an electric car
Okay.
doesn't mean I'm saying anything about gasoline, about oil.
Yeah.
You're projecting onto me.
Well, I feel like you should maybe tell that to Diane, not me. Because,
I have.
Diane is Dave's lovely mother.
Yes.
And
Not a fan of the Tesla.
her, along with I, have been sending Dave clickbait articles about Teslas blowing up and driving themselves off cliffs.
Well, there's a
etc.
lot of falsehoods out there. There was that movie where Teslas sort of were controlled,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
there wasn't one article.
I resent what you just said because I brought up the movie and you didn't know what movie I was talking about.
Well,
and
it's
I
now
told
mine.
you the movie, and now you're stealing that and going and running with it like you.
It's mine now.
Okay.
So
I feel like you should have known that movie because you have a Tesla.
let me just tell you about something that you may not know. Well, you do know because I pulled you into my new life, my new lifestyle with the Tesla, which is charging.
Okay.
And it's a safe space for me. It's a place to unwind, decompress, to think,
Yeah.
to ponder.
Yeah.
And I brought you into that sacred space. And we were able to go to Hy-Vee while the Tesla was charging.
So the idea of when I have to refuel my car,
Yeah.
I need to make a plan to bring things to do, and it's an hour and a half. To me, that's not convenient or cool. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I thought was strange about it. We go to this
No, I think it makes more sense to spend $4 on gasoline, $4 a gallon.
well, I mean,
Really? No, we can.
again, if you had both, you'd probably
Which I
you can
do.
go. I mean, no, I'm saying if you had both in
Oh, now I
one
need
car.
it in one car. I need
Yeah,
both.
yeah. You know, why not?
I hate you. And by the way, I'm happy to race you anytime with your little freaking pipsqueak gasoline car. Let's race.
You want to race?
Let's film it.
This is really responsible. We're really projecting
racing.
a good image for
We're
kids.
racing and we're filming it.
Okay, I mean, I don't race. I race dirty. You're gonna get bumped into. It's gonna happen.
Rubbin's racing. We know that.
Rubbin's racing. Your car might explode. I don't know.
That's a threat. That's on camera. All right. So what I was gonna say is
next episode
we went into Hy-Vee, and what you did to that loaf of bread next. I'm amazed you don't get arrested for what you do as you assess a loaf of bread.
It was really an art to feeling bread. You listen, you squeeze, you smell, you think. Sometimes you just think. And of course you shake it. Just like a Christmas present. You shake it, toss, oh. Is it the one? Listening. Is that the one?
I'm amazed.
Well, first of all, I don't appreciate you sneak attack recording me in my process. Okay?
Okay.
That was my personal time, my private time with my loaf.
With your love or your loaf?
My loaf.
Your love or your loaf? You're saying it very weird.
Freaking loaf. Okay? Open your ears. All right? And
Why don't you explain yourself?
Well, I'm going to explain myself because there's purpose to everything that I do, okay? The smelling of it is obvious.
Through
right?
the bag.
Yeah, I want to get that fresh dough smell. That's how I know it's fresh.
Yeah. Was it?
I mean, you saw me
Yeah,
choose a winner, right?
But you still didn't buy it. You chose to put it back at the end of the day.
Yes, I did.
So it must not have been fresh.
No, it was great, and I wanted it, but I
Yeah.
couldn't eat the whole loaf. And I don't know what Fugazi diet you're on, but
Here we go again.
Yeah, because you right away I was like, dude, you'll have some, right? You're like, no, I don't eat bread.
Yeah, I
or
don't
something.
eat a giant loaf of bread.
Well, it wouldn't have been a giant loaf if you would have ate it with me. And I wish we could stop saying loaf because it's starting to sound weird. All right, so you smell it, okay? You feel it in your hand.
Yeah, of course.
You saw, I was feeling the weight.
Yeah.
Density is important in a loaf of bread. You don't want the airy, almost there's nothing in it because it's like almost like a cheap dough. I like a nice
little weight to it.
I like a nice weight to my loaf. Okay.
Your love or your loaf?
My loaf. So I felt the density. You go on to listening to it because really what you're looking for is when you squeeze it, you're looking to hear the sound of it aggressively pushing back against the plastic.
Sure.
That's how you know it's
like an airbag deploying, right? That's what you want to feel. No one knows what I'm talking about.
It doesn't apply in this situation, but
Very good.
So anyway, my point is that's a process that I do because it ensures quality. As you know, I like quality control. I like some sort of mechanism that ensures you're getting a good product.
Yeah. Well, you also shook it. Why don't you explain that? What was that for?
That
was just for fun.
That I don't have an explanation for, but so that's it. Yeah. So I think it was a good process. I think you in your simple
mind,
simple jack brain.
I can't imagine what it takes for a loaf of bread to be chosen by you.
Well, you saw it. It's on video.
It wasn't chosen.
It was chosen. I dumped it at the register because of
Class act.
Because of your shenanigans,
Dude.
You
so you know, you dumped a loaf of bread at the register. Right. I also saw you put a bag of avocados on some random shelf. You had pre-selected bagged him up, and then ditched him. You got to make up your mind. What are you trying to do?
Well, yeah,
Who's going to clean that up?
I know. I had
Simple Jack.
I had a real good experience there with the avocados. I was feeling away, man. I was feeling them. And
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Well, I picked some good ones.
The more you love it, the more you feel it.
Yeah.
The more they end up in a ditch somewhere.
Wow, that's really taking
Just
a dark
carnage.
turn. It's taking a dark turn. But yeah, so I picked 8.
I actually wasn't making that reference.
Well, it sounded
you took
like
it dark.
Yeah, well,
I was really just staying with it.
well, I have problems. So so I picked 8 fantastic avocados. I mean, you would have thought I was Mexican the way
lights
as
out.
good as good as I picked them out, you know.
Yep.
And that wasn't a racial joke. The avocados are from Mexico, so they were.
It wasn't until you did that. And I'm not editing that out because I want you to get canceled.
Well, no, I mean, I
You should.
I believed that it wasn't. You know what I mean? I was just explaining it in
Then
case.
why did you feel like you had to say something?
I don't know. Because I don't know. Do people know avocados are from Mexico?
I don't know.
Oh,
Saved by the camera.
yeah. So that's it. You don't even say goodbye or that's it, huh? All right. Whatever.